All right, I want to welcome you to the 2021 Mid-Atlantic Strawberry Programs. This is the replacement for the field walk version. We would normally have you out in the field talking about the crop and everything we're seeing now, and because we can't meet in person, this is how we've replaced it. So I want to just welcome you to our field video segments.
We are at the Hickory Ridge Farm in Chesapeake, and it is 17th of February 2021. It's a fairly frigid day for us here in the Hampton Roads region. We do have 4 different varieties that the grower has planted at this site. We have Chandler, we have Camarosa, we have Sweet Charlie, and we have Ruby June. And most of these were planted on October 3rd, except for Chandler, which was planted October 11th, which, you know, when you see later, it's also one of the more vigorous varieties that we see here at the farm. So it's doing quite well. It's actually liking the microclimatic conditions at this farm here. The plants were purchased from a nursery in Virginia, and before planting these varieties, the grower has fumigated with Telone C35 at 160 pounds per acre, and then also injected Redomil Gold in the fall season. November 1 is when he treated the plots with Redomil Gold. The pre-plant fertigation, or the fertilizer rather, that went in is 10-10-20 at 650 pounds. So that's about 65 pounds of nitrogen going in the acre, which is a pretty standard recommendation for our region here. And then if you can see the backdrop, which, you know, you will probably see some snapshots if you don't see it right now. It's, you know, the grower has gone ahead and seeded ryegrass just after fumigating. This is a Chandler plant, and what I'm going to do right now is try to dissect it so you can see the number of branch crown of the main crown. And just looking at it up front, I can see it's got at least 4 or 5 branch crowns. Let me tear it apart so we can get a feel for how the plant growth stage is at this point. So that's number 1 branch crown. This is number 2. It's the third one. 4th. It's number 5, and then maybe a 6th one here that's starting to develop. So the plant growth is quite advanced for this particular plant. So for this time of the year, you typically want about 3 branch crowns and 1 main crown. So it's a little more vigorous than what we would like. But the good news is that not all the plants at this site are the same. So there are a few plants that don't have as many branch crowns. This is probably one of the more advanced plants that we pulled out to show you all. So this is Chandler, and we also dug up a Ruby June plant. You can see it's giving out a daughter plant, which is probably a good time to get these out when the grower is going to go ahead and remove the dead foliage. That would be a good time to pull those runners out of the main plant. And the Ruby June is a little less vigorous than what we saw with the Chandler. I can see 1 branch crown here. I'm gonna get that out. So that's one of the branch crowns. See a second one up here, so that's number 2. And really that's all what I see right now, and it's really at a good stage, you know, where it needs to be for this time of the year. I can see a third one that's developing here, but it's not fully developed. So I would say this particular plant is doing good for this time of the year. Okay, so about 3 weeks from now, it would be a good time to perhaps send your your leaf samples as well as your petioles for nutrient analysis, because especially if we start getting a little more warmer as we progress forward. Typically we advise every 2 to 3 weeks the grower should be sending their tissue samples to either like a private lab, or the NCDA is where I normally send my research samples to North Carolina Department of Agriculture, and they do have a plant tissue analysis lab where they give you the results of the status of the nutrients in the plants, both macro and micronutrients, and that helps you understand what kind of nutrient your plant would need going forward. So when you are collecting your plant tissue samples, you probably need to first see how many varieties you have at your farm. So typically we want to send a representation of different varieties. If you have more than one variety, it would be a good idea to send more than one sample.